Collective, welcome aboard. Welcome, guys. Alright, so we're just gonna jump right in here. So, I don't know if you guys remember, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, or something like that. I did a reading where there was somebody in the energy um, that was. It felt like they weren't really alpha, like they were awkward and kind of shy. It was in somebody's energy. I don't remember exactly which reading that was, but that's the energy I'm picking up on. This is a masculine energy, and what I kept hearing was like Clark Kent. So this person may come across a little bit like nerdy or like awkward, clumsy, even maybe. But if I'm getting Clark Kent, there's another side to this person. And I am picking up that this person is chosen because of the Superman aspect here. Now, this may be you who I'm talking about, or this may be someone that you're either crushing on or is crushing on you. So I'm getting that this person it can come across shy sometimes and confident the next. I feel this because they don't like to ruffle any feathers, and they don't like, they're very, I want to say they're very polite, very proper, but not always. That's the way they come across. And again, I feel it's because this person dims their light so that they don't overpower the energy of the room. So they don't ruffle any feathers. This is somebody that does not like to create enemies. But enemies may follow him regardless. Because it's hard to hide your energy, even if they don't see it for themselves, like how other people perceive it. So, yes, it may keep things unspoken, or it may keep things with certain people in a level where nobody's testing you too much, but it may provoke certain people to maybe tease this person. I feel like this person could have been bullied throughout their life, somehow, some way, through other people. Even if they tried to jokingly go about it, I feel like they meant it. Because I'm feeling like this person knows certain people meant what they were saying, even though they always make it look like a joke. I feel like people heavily underestimate this person because they just kind of laugh or smile, or they go along with something. You may be a lot like this person, actually. They may see a lot in you that they see in themselves. As far as the dimming your, maybe there's something you used to do so you would understand it. You may not be in that energy anymore. Or, maybe sometimes it can happen for you. It's just a matter of the setting that you're in, I feel. So this person is, how can I put this? It's not like they don't come across alpha. It's almost like they kind of are, though. They don't show it. They don't show it. Maybe only a select few have seen this side of this person. They're not alpha in an egotistical way. That's the thing. That's the difference. This isn't somebody like portraying to be some low vibrational asshole. This is somebody that's very cordial. They have manners. But I feel like they've been heavily underestimated by others. Like, I just feel like people poke at this person sometimes. Maybe to get a rise out of them, or they feel like they can get away with it. And I feel like oftentimes this person just kind of laughs at it, but it is something that they do a mental check on. they analyze. There's somebody that analyzes people deeply, but people would not even know it. Like, this is like, how can I explain this energy? It's like, this person's really smart. They may be a bookworm. They may like to read. And like, this person would have made a great actor if they're not an actor. Because I feel like their alter ego, like there's an alter ego, there's a part of them that comes out if they were, let's say, maybe they like Halloween, like, to dress differently. This person may like to go to like costume parties or events, or masquerades, or something like that, where they can actually be a little more free to be themselves, and an environment that allows them to be a little more free. But for the most part, like, let's say, they explained something about themselves or a situation, and somebody was like, no, this is how you were acting, or this is how you were doing, or you meant this. They'd be like, okay, we'll go with that. You know, we'll let you think what you want. Only because they don't like to ruffle feathers. So this is somebody that does not like conflict. They don't aspire to have conflict. Therefore, they create an environment that where conflict cannot brew. And if it does, I feel like this person feels very uncomfortable in that. Now, the other side of this person, because I'm also getting the other side, would be somebody more heroic and protective because of the Superman aspect. But this is like something that comes out only for a select few people in their lives. Yes, they are protected. They could protect a stranger. It's like they know who their hidden enemies are. This person's very analytical. But they have a very big heart. So let's get into this. I want to dive into who this is. Because I remember that energy coming. I don't know if it's the same person that came across like a week or and a half or two ago, but I remember that type of, awkward and, clumsy or just spacey kind of. Maybe people feel like this person is actually kind of weak, but they're not. They're not. This is somebody with a major purpose. I don't think they understand who they are just yet. They may be in the brink of understanding their own personal power, but they may still keep that to themselves. But it may be more apparent as this person like kind of comes into their own energy. This may be somebody, it's giving somebody that's growing, somebody that's standing their ground, somebody that's maybe starting to wean off of certain social groups. Like maybe somebody even a little more withdrawn. So this person may be going through an ascension. Does I feel like this person is meant to go through some sort of ascension? Again, this could be you, or somebody that is either looking at you or you're looking at. There's like, what I'm feeling is there's some level of interest here, or there would be. But there's a level of this person, when it comes to love, I feel they would analyze the shit out of you. Especially if you spark something that nobody else sparked within them before. Or, the other way around. If somebody sparked something within you that nobody has before, I feel like you would definitely analyze this person. But you would be quiet about it. Okay, if you're this person. It's definitely giving a masculine energy. Whether it's male or female, you guys, but but I'm getting like Clark Kent. Superman vibes. So let's see. Let's get into this. Let's get more into this person's character. And then maybe, like, I don't know, like, all around, who is this person? This is a rare, like a rare gem energy. Especially if they're chosen, absolutely. That's what I'm getting. Okay. Engineer. Light attributes. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolution to common dilemmas. Okay. So, like I said, this person is very smart, very wise. Ability to give creative energy a practical expression. Talent for designing resolutions to common dilemmas. So this is a thinker. This is a problem solver. Engineer. They may be into taking things apart, putting them back together. They may be into building things that, of interest. Very creative person. Intricacy, mental intricacy. It's like they can see the outs and ins of things. They're a designer. So yeah, this may be somebody that can, solve a problem with a computer or a car. I'm also getting something about blueprints. They're a problem solver, but they have a very creative way of going about it. Okay. A mystic. So, revels in intimate union with the divine. So, yes, they are a mystic. Okay, so definitely this is somebody with a very open mind. So they're very, yeah, confirmation. They're very interested in how, like, the mechanical things of something. It's almost like bringing something to life in a creative way in this three-dimensional world. But they're also mystical, very into the spiritual side of things. Of them, it's like their spiritual mind and then their three-dimensional, how they bring this mystical expression into a blueprint, on a blueprint, and then into a reality. I don't know if this person has created anything yet, but they have the ability to do that, like something mind-blowing. And again, this could be you or them. Networker. Light attributes. Enhances unity through the sharing of information. Okay? Engenders social awareness and empathy. Yeah, this is definitely somebody you can work with. And these are all in the upright so far. So they like to share ideas, throw ideas back and forth. They love information. So definitely this person could be somebody that likes to read. And engender social awareness and empathy. So this is like the person that, they have a smile on their face. It's always nice to meet you. They're very polite. And yes, every now and then they can have some sort of awkward moment. Or, okay, I see why people find this person maybe a bit aloof. It's because they're always thinking about creation. It's like, oh, well, I wonder how this and this would pair off together. Maybe they hear something in a conversation which sends a signal to their brain, and they're thinking about some sort of creative project or business that they can put together. It's like the idea comes no matter where they're at, and they space out. And somebody might look at that and see this person off somewhere, and they may come across aloof. But then they, when they come back to center, they engage in the conversation and they're very personable. All right, let's get one more. I knew this was going to be, for some reason, because I'm like, they're all in the upright. Watch the next one be in the upside down. So, alchemist in the reverse. So, the shadow attribute. Misuse of power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. I feel like this person is still learning how to alchemize. It's like the ideas are here, but so this is somebody that maybe at the beginning stages of awakening to who they really are here. Misuse of power and knowledge that come through spiritual practice. It's not giving me anything dark. It's giving, this person hasn't mastered their spiritual side. So they are an alchemist, yes. But they're very focused in the 3D. That's why I'm getting masculine energy. So this may be something new to them. And let me tell you, this person may be learning about this, and they may be having epiphanies, or they will start to soon. And again, or you. Bottom of the deck, we have martyr. Okay. Yeah. And it was in reverse. And the shadow aspect to this is addiction of self-pity. So, alchemy in reverse. Right? We have the networker. So this is somebody that goes to a lot of social events. And they're usually surrounded by people. They're very interested in, you know, the three-dimensional world, the workspace. That's what they, it's like that's what they've known to do, right? They love to feed their brain. But when they tap into the feminine, more feminine attributes, this is where they're going to understand how to work together with. It's like the left brain meets the right brain, and they alchemize. And this is when their confidence level is going to shoot through the roof. So I do feel like this is where a specific feminine comes into this person's life that opens that side of them up. And they will, of course, on their own have some sort of awakening here. It's almost like you bring a new perspective, something they couldn't see because they were too focused on the left side of their brain, on the masculine. And this is somebody very open to that. It's just they never really tapped in like that. They have the ability to, they're meant to. Okay. We already have the mystic here. So revels in intimate union with the divine. So this is somebody that knows there is a higher power, or there are, you know, this is not somebody dense-headed or, you know, small-minded, simple-minded. This is somebody that is very well aware that there is more to life than just, you know, the three-dimensional space. Okay. So addiction to self-pity. So they do struggle with the self-esteem. And that's where I get the, like, Clark Kent energy. Okay. So let's see. The Superman is in there somewhere. You know what I mean? It is. So they've kind of been going through the motions of life, even though they look like somebody that's very educated. Or you are this person. Alright, let me see here. See what comes out for engineer. Well, that's way too many, so let's try that again. Okay, money worship is in reverse. So this is good, meaning this person is not so focused in the material world that, you know, they can't see anything else. So this is good. Money worship in reverse. It says, I want to commit to success. I want to achieve greatness and never look back. I need to release all distractions and fully commit to my ambitions. So yes, this is someone very dedicated to winning in life as far as their workaholic basically. As far as their success. Okay, so they don't want to look back at, I don't know, maybe at a time when they weren't successful, or look back to whatever they left behind. So there may be some unhealed wounds that this person has, swept under the rug, that is coming around for this whole awakening to take place. So this person has been on the go, 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 but they don't worship money over, like, let's say, love or anything else. It's just they're workaholic. They have a very active brain. Okay, so this is good. 27 could be significant, adding up to 9. Yeah. I heard the portal is open with this one. So, yeah. Ideas really come to this person. This person is very lucky in business. So, a very creative mind needs a lot of time to work on creative projects and ideas and bring them to fruition. That's what I'm seeing here. Okay, so this person, they have to slow down enough to be able to go through this whole awakening. It's like every now and then they tap into whatever they're interested in that has to do with, the mystical realm. But it's like, then it's like go, go, go. So they haven't slowed down enough to understand how to work these two together. Okay. Tell me about the mystic. Trap? Okay. It says, drawn to deceptive allure and ignoring the hidden dangers. False promises of gain lure you into risky decisions. Masked risk presents itself as a safe bet. I feel like this is what they fear. It's like, well, they may wander off into fantasy land sometimes, and then they're like, oh no, I can't do that. So they have a kind of a iffy, it's almost like they're cautious when it comes to diving too deep into the spirit realm, because they've been deceived before. And it says, drawn to deceptive allure and ignoring the hidden dangers. So meeting you would probably be scary for this person, I feel. If you're the one in this mystic energy, or you represent that mystical side of themselves, more likely is what I'm getting here, then they would be scared that this is a trap, that their heart would be compromised. Okay. And this is because this person has not slowed down enough to go through this awakening just yet. It's almost like it's in their vicinity. So what did I say before? When they meet a spiritual feminine energy, is when they will have this awakening. So their feminine side may be sleeping or just waking up. And this is going to be scary for this person. They may be a little more open to it, because I feel like they are open to, obviously other things in life that have nothing to do with what they do in their three-dimensional space. But it may scare them that it's if you can't feel it, you can't touch it, I don't know. So this may be somebody that never met a soulmate, or never met like a divine counterpart. So their world is about to be rocked, is what I'm getting. And that has to do with the feminine. Yes. because you're going to mirror back to this person the feminine attributes of themselves. And if it's fractured, that's something they need to heal. Okay. So it can go one of two ways. They can admire the shit out of it, and they actually see you as a muse, as an inspiration. Or they will run like hell if it's something that they're afraid to face themselves for whatever reason. Whatever traumas are unhealed here. I do feel because of the nature of this person and being an empath, they would be more open to it. Because this is not an egotistical man or masculine energy. Although, of course, you know, the ego is there to protect you from certain things, but, you know, what I mean is egotistical in a sense where it doesn't make sense and you just destroy your life and allow the ego to drag you through the mud by making all the wrong decisions because you're not connected to your intuition or your feminine side. So nurturing, vulnerability, intimacy would scare the shit out of someone, right? Someone that's all about their ego and pride. And just, you know, working from just their masculine, like, and pretending like they don't have a feminine side. Yeah, I don't think that's this person. But still, they're going to analyze the shit out of it because this person is analytical as well. And they're going to, I feel, be quiet at first about it till they analyze this and allow this to kind of make sense for them. Okay. Tell me about networker. Okay. Contract in reverse with networker. So this may be somebody that does not like to be in contracts. It says, even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. Our bond is stronger than any obstacle. I'll cross any boundary to reach you. Ooh, okay. And you see how there's a ring here, right? Right now there's no contract between you as far as the three-dimensional world. Enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Okay, so this may be someone that may present themselves. You may meet this person at some sort of networking event, or they will create some sort of space where they can commingle with you without any pressure on either them or yourself. So this is somebody already in your energy. So, okay. It says, even with this distance, I know we are never truly apart. Our bond is stronger than any obstacle. I'll cross any boundary to reach you. So this is where the Superman comes in. Okay. So you see how although this person is very focused on their career, in their mind, you are within this person. They already feel you. This is somebody that will do anything for you. Somebody here could be in their 40s or 50s, or their late 20s. So if they feel your bond, they're empathic. So if they feel your bond is stronger than any obstacle. So if work were to be an obstacle, they would find a way to not allow that to be the obstacle. I mean, cross any boundary to reach you. This person, I feel, when you guys get together, when you start knowing each other, because I do feel like this is a very strong connection here. They will go the distance here. They will do anything for you. Okay, that's what I'm getting. Okay, all right. Okay. Tell me about alchemy in reverse. We have lifesaver in reverse. Okay. Oh. It says, I feel your presence in the abyss. Our connection deep despite the distance. Once again, distance. I reached out to save you, but you chose the depth. The depths. Perhaps you were never meant to resurface with me. Huh. Okay, with alchemy. So you're an alchemist. They feel like your level of depth may be out of the reach. It's almost like they reached out for you, but you may be too far, not too far gone. They don't know how deep they can go. I'm hearing, I'm at the point of no return. I'm at the point of no return. Dun, 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 dun. So I feel your presence in the abyss. The abyss. Our connection deep despite the distance. I reached out to save you, but you chose the depth. Perhaps you were never meant to resurface with me. This person knows you're extremely deep. And this is a savior. This is where I'm getting the Superman aspect. But it's almost like, do you want to be saved? They don't know. Because alchemy is in reverse. It's almost like they don't know what you do down there in those depths. Do you need saving? Are you going through something that they don't understand? It's like they're trying to get it. It's like, okay, I'm out here in this deep, wide, endless ocean where you reside. But it's like you turn into a mermaid. You don't really need saving. And then they question themselves. It's like, is this really, am I really for this person? They're so deep. But that is the lack of awakening within them. That's where the understanding will come in. They just need to jump off the boat and swim with you. Still waters run deep. 33. 333 on the clock. Yes. Okay, so you got this person intrigued. Bottom of the deck here. See? We have gambling in reverse. 66. It says, even if you proceed with your uncertain plans, I'll always care about you. But I'm worried these risks might drive us apart. Let's find a secure path together. Okay. So they see you as someone that's out there, collective. Or this is how you're seeing the feminine aspect of someone. Or, this is how you're seeing the person that you're meant to be with. So, choose who you are in this story. So they worry that, okay, so you may be more unpredictable. This person is about like stability, safety. They're coming across as a little bit of a earth sign energy. You may be water, because we have this ocean stuff. And this feels kind of risky. This feels kind of risky for this person, although yet very intriguing. It's, again, this has to do with them going through an awakening. You are meant to drag this person into the depths so that they can see the world from a different perspective, right? What goes on in the ocean is very different than what goes on land. So this person has the land figured out. You have the ocean figured out. So still waters run deep for you, and this person may be afraid to drown. So I'm hearing careless whispers. Careless whispers. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, I'm never gonna dance again. Guilty feet ain't got no rhythm. Though it's easy to pretend, I know you're not a fool. Should've known better than to cheat a friend. Wasted chance that I've been given. I'm never gonna dance again the way I dance with you. Oh, oh. Okay. So they know they're never gonna meet someone like you again. They're worried these risks might drive us apart. So they're worried that you guys are too different. The thing is, you're not actually. They they're looking at it from a three-dimensional perspective. When they tap into their spiritual side, they're going to understand just how alike you actually are. It's just you're tapped into the unknown for them, which becomes known to them once they tap into it. If that's making any sense. Let's find a secure path together. There may be a level of compromising on both of your sides, something that comes together, but allowing it to kind of flow and learn from each other. Okay? Okay. Okay, what do we want to get here next? Let me get into this deck. So we can get more attributes about this person and or whoever's in this Clark Kent Superman energy. And then the person that I feel they've already seen. There's distance here, though. There may be oceans between you. Let's see. Founder. One more shuffle. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Plague Doctor, Death, Plague, Mask. Yeah, this is somebody that fixes things. They may have been this in a past life as well. Because they have a very, they have a creative mind. Creative energy. They have a way of figuring things out that either heals or fixes things. And it's not about the money. They don't worship the money. They genuinely want to help and bring solutions to the world, to problems. Okay? With Mystic and Trap, we have diplomacy, ambassadors, delegation, and negotiation. Okay. Okay, so with negotiation here, this is somebody that's very cautious of anything that feels too risky. Okay, we see that over here. They need to analyze it. They need to look at the intricacies of it. But this is definitely someone willing to learn from people that they've run across. And I feel like you are that person as well. You're part of that. It's just what they're going to learn from you is very different than anything they've learned from anyone else. Okay. And this is somebody with diplomacy. So networker with contract in reverse. An ally, support, partnership, unity, mutual aid. Exactly. That's what they're going to see here with you. This is somebody, they see you as somebody they could definitely work with. This is somebody you could definitely work with. Unity and partnership. You will support each other. And this is the way they go about things. All right. Okay, let's see with Lifesaver here. Dragon Rider. Epic companion fire breathing legend. Okay. No wonder. They're like, I don't know what kind of realm you're going into. Because I do feel with alchemy in reverse, I feel like they don't understand this. This may be a little too deep for them. But I mean, this is the feminine on the epic companion fire breathing legend. You're connected to dragons. So this is a higher realm, right? A deeper understanding of something. This is ascended mind, right? To reach the spirit of the dragon. The dragon is a mystical being that is very ascended, right? So you wouldn't encounter a dragon because it doesn't live in this density. On the physical, it's very much ascended. So it's giving mystical realm. You're connected to mystical realms. You disappear into the depths of, obviously not just the ocean, that's metaphorically speaking, but into the depths of other things that they have never understood or even thought about going into. So wow. Okay, so you bring this person into, maybe this is stuff that they only read about or stuff like that. You're like, I don't know, you bring this person into the, don't get me wrong, it's very intriguing for them. It is. This is something you're gonna like. I just feel like somebody here is gonna be the muse to this person. So if they're like a bookworm and maybe their way of escaping the mundane is through reading, maybe this person likes, again, because I'm getting like Clark Kent, Superman vibes, somebody that's, could be read a lot, they may read a lot about like mystic stuff, okay, because they're into the mystic stuff, fantasies, they may be into watching those types of movies if they're not a reader, you know what I mean? Like a bookworm. But it's almost like, okay, maybe they spend so much time there, they finally manifested someone that kind of reflects that energy. Wherever they go to escape, they're pulling you out of like fantasy. Where they go to escape, so you've become their escape. Oh man, okay. This is a manifestation for both of you in very different ways. So to you, this is someone very established in the three-dimensional world. They ground you because you do a lot of work in the spirit realm, but you also need, right? You have to be grounded. You need somebody to ground you every now and then. And then this person needs an escape from the everyday mundane. So you see how it is an ally. It's workable. It's doable. It's just a matter of both of you understanding why this came together in the first place. This is beautiful. I like this. Especially with their kind of mind and your kind of depth. This is wisdom, a combination of the feminine and the masculine brain and energy and coming together in an amazing way. The things you guys could create together is, you would be definitely successful with this person on your corner and you in this person's corner. It I don't see how you wouldn't. But at first, because they're maybe not there yet, they're going to have a hard time with this part of it. But at the same time, they're going to be so taken back by it. You know what I'm getting? You remember the little boy in Neverending Story? He became part of the story he was reading, basically. This is what is given. He becomes part of all these stories that they never thought were possible to experience. And you're already like connected to these realms. So if the feminine is here, I'm speaking to somebody that's very, very mystical, very tapped into the spirit realm. High priestess, um, you could be somebody that's connected and understands like the realms of fairies and unicorns and dragons and whatever people just chucked off as fantasy, or it it's if people only understood that we live in parallel, you know there's multi dimensions here, there's parallel universes, and different portals where things come in and out of, apparitions, and that's kind of like those people that see that, it's kind of like to let you know, like, this isn't the end all be all, there's more to life. It's very intricate. It's just your eyes can only you your mind, your consciousness can only allow you to see what you can handle. And that has to do with your beliefs and the way you've constructed your brain, or others have constructed it for you. In order to be able to tap into all of this other stuff, you have to be open to it. You have to be open to the experience. You have to understand that something else exists outside of your own beliefs. So this is something that may be challenging for them. I don't feel as much as it would be for someone that is closed-minded. I mean, not as challenging as it would be for somebody that is actually closed-minded. This person is open-minded. But still almost unbelievable to them. So the feminine here would be fantasy made reality for this person. The feminine would blow this person's mind. This is counterpart energy. Okay. Ooh, nightmare. They may be experiencing, we have possessed, phantom, and chase. So of course, there may be something here trying to disrupt. Because nightmare, possessed, phantom, and chase, there's something here trying to disrupt the connection. Okay, and that could definitely have a negative effect on their thoughts. I don't feel it's for the feminine, because I feel like the feminine is very, very well ascended. And this person has not learned the art of alchemy. So I feel like this person needs to learn how to transmute this. You know what I mean? This would be not something that a doctor would address. This is something that somebody like you, or the feminine that is ascended, would address. You know what I mean? Like possession. You wouldn't call a doctor for a possession. You would call a priest, a high priest. So something may be bothering this person, and it's giving like spiritual warfare energy. And it's because there is something dark trying to keep this person from going towards this side. And again, that could just be a challenge. Are you going to be scared, or are you going to take me on energy? You got to get through me to get to the feminine. Okay, whoa. What was that about? You got to get through me to get to the feminine? Yeah, look. Quest or adventure, expedition, discovery, quest, and challenge. Oh, shit. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta know what this is. Angel. Yes, divine wings, protection, blessings, heavenly. The angel and the devil. Ooh, vampire. Uh-oh. With invisible person. Oh shit. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, there's something deep going on in the spirit realm. I feel like they may see you as an angel, although there may be guides here. There's an energy vampire that is unseen, invisible, and then there's a phantom. Whatever follows you is now following this person. But the angels are here protecting. Okay, hold on. Hold up a second. Yeah, thinker. They are a thinker. Meditate, focus, and profound. Okay. Victim. Suffer, target, prey, afflicted, vulnerable. Mm-hmm. Vulnerable because they're not in their power yet. They haven't mastered the spirit realm. Okay. Oh God. Okay. I'm afraid to look for more. Okay. Yeah. We're gonna clarify that. So this is somebody going on this quest, and they're going to encounter spiritual warfare, but they are protected by an angel. Okay, but there are things that this person does not see. It's a different realm. It's invisible to the naked eye. The vampire, the phantom, the ghost. On this quest, this challenge, this adventure, and discovery. Okay, so these are his challengers. Possibly the same things that challenge the feminine here are challenging this person. It's almost like they're entering an obstacle course here. Whoa, collective. What's going on here? Hold on a second. This is very interesting. Okay, I think I want to use this deck now. I'm all over the place. Okay, Spirit, tell me more about this. Let me put this over here. Real quick, let's clarify this. Because this is them going on a quest, and there's things that they cannot see that will try to deter or affect them somehow. They have to wow. Oh my god, hold on. Okay, wow. There was absolutely no reason for me to cough like that right now. As I'm getting into this energy, I didn't cough all day. I haven't had a coughing problem the last few days. And then as soon as I touch these cards to talk about these entities, I get a cough attack. That's weird. Okay, but we're gonna talk about it. Wow. It's crazy. Alright, let's see what this is. What are these entities surrounding this person? I mean, you know, what is the purpose of this? What are they trying to do? Okay. This is a chariot. So they will have victory here. Okay, they're about to go for that ride. They're about to go through it on their way to the North Star, right? Okay, so tell me more about that. Towards the Queen of Pentacles. Okay, with the Magician. Oh my goodness. So there you are. You're the gift, the prize. You're abundant. You're the feminine. There you stand, grounded, surrounded by nature. In order to manifest you, they have to go through some sort of challenge. This is a personal challenge that they need to understand. Okay. Wow. Tell me more. Yep. It's time to play chess. King of Swords. I told you this person is very analytical. So, okay. So, they're smart. They know how to play this game. They're chosen. They should know what to do here. They have to go on instinct. Every turn, every curve, they have to go on instinct. So they have to play chess. Okay? So if they always play checkers, they better learn how to play chess. But I think this person is smart. Okay? Yeah. This is you. They're coming towards the Nine of Pentacles. They want to bring you that Ace of Pentacles. You're holding it. You're holding the coin that makes the Ten of Pentacles and creates this solid foundation and sets your lineage. Okay. They have to set their lineage free. And you're the prize. Just as you did. So they're already your prize, but they have to surpass what you did. And however way it goes for them. Oh my goodness. Tell me more. Yes, Three of Wands. Distance. They have to go to distance. You're at a distance. You're at Paradise Island already. Nine of Pentacles. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. So, the energy vampires could be people that are going to be embodying like karmics to get in this person's way. Right? The shadows, the Jezebels. Okay? So we have a phantom, dark entities. These are people that are invisible, entities that are invisible, but embody. Yeah, I mean, we got angels, demons, and vampires here, but embody other people. So spirits that, you know, manipulate humans that are in a lower vibration to get in the way of this obstacle course, so that they, look at this, so that they can't reach the Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. So they're going to have to figure that out. That people aren't just people. For the chosen, this is most definitely an obstacle course. How bad does he want it? Energy. But not just because of you, but because of how bad do they want to know. This person's very analytical. They're going to want to figure this out. They're very open-minded, and their brain will not let them rest till they figure this out. That's why this challenge, they're going to have victory here. They want that victory with the Chariot here. Like I said, you holding that coin, and there's the friggin' Ten of Pentacles. Oh my goodness. Can't make it up, the Hierophant. You can't use a doctor, right? For possession, you need the Hierophant to exorcise the demons. Okay? Wow. So they need to tap in. You can't call a doctor for this. They need to tap in to their spiritual side. Oh my goodness. They need to become a master. Yes, Two of Pentacles. To learn how to alchemize. They have to learn how to juggle. So they can free their own mind too. Free themselves. Oh my goodness. And there's the fear. This person is going to go through some fear. They're going to have to face their fears. Eight of Swords. Possession. Two of Pentacles. Am I possessed? What's going on with me? Why do I feel entities all of a sudden? There you are. It's almost like they're gonna have to feel like they have a challenge to free you. Remember, Superman vibes. They're heroic and protective. It's not like you need saving, but it's almost like we have like right, we have lifesaver in reverse. It's like you're connected to something they don't understand that most people would fear, right? You don't really need saving, but this person may, they want to be like your provider, your person, like your strength. I love this person's determination. They're gonna do it. They're gonna go for it. Four of Wands with the moon. Yeah, it's like it's almost like you're, I don't know, you're in something they don't know about. But it's stable. Four Wands. The moon. You walk in the moonlight. You walk freely through the dark, through the darkness. You're protected, knowing you're protected. It's like an initiation. Oh, shit. Coming toward you. It's like they become initiated. What the hell? Three of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Yeah, it's almost like you understand. You've already been there. You've been hurt, but you gain wisdom. Queen of Swords. Whatever you went through that might have hurt you, you understood. And they have to go through something to in order to be initiated. In the spirit realm. This is wild. This is interesting though. The way I'm just seeing everything, it's very interesting. Okay. All right, we're gonna leave that part alone. We see what needs to happen here, and let's continue. Huh? Very intriguing. Okay. So you this is you got this person going through it. It's like, okay, you want to be with this feminine, you have to go through some sort of initiation. You have to go through the shadow. And become that Nine of Pentacles, independent of everything that they thought they knew. Damn. Okay. Where do I go from here? Let's get some tarot. Okay. Yeah. They have to be reborn. Death. Page of Cups. Okay, you ain't no regular schmegular person. The feminine is out of this world, baby. But you ain't never felt love like this before. It makes them a better person. It's almost like you're the lure into the initiation, into the process of their ascension, to understand their higher self and be tapped into their higher consciousness. It's for their highest potential. It's not a negative thing, although at times it may be scary, it may be uncertain, Walk by faith, not by sight. Understanding that you will come out victoriously. Yeah, the Emperor. Step into the unknown. Okay, hold on a second. Hang on, guys. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Wait. All right. Let's see. What else do we got here? Five of Wands. Plague. Death. Mask. Okay. What I'm seeing, I feel like this is the spiritual warfare. With the plague, the death. This is this person can't save these people that actually worship money. It's like something is coming over others and they're looking at it with this mindset, this creative energy. And this is somebody that is typically in the energy of solving a problem. They can't help whoever these people are. Okay? Like I said, spiritual warfare. These are the people getting in their way. Yes, that they cannot fix or change with 5 being here. These are the people they need to walk away from. Okay? Remember, Superman energy, the hero, the protector. They can't save everybody. And we already know there's villains that go against Superman, right? Because he's trying to, save people from harm, from the thieves, from the, the destroyers. But these people are possessed. That's what I'm getting. That's why we saw the energy of the phantom and the energy vampires. So they're being plagued. Okay. Definitely. Distractions. People pulling them left and right in other directions or trying to. So if they're the plague doctor, they can only heal themselves to get out of the situation. Okay. Queen of Wands, envoy, diplomacy, ambassador, delegation, negotiation. There might be somebody in this person's energy with the 5 of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. It says drawn to deceptive allure. Okay? And ignoring the hidden dangers. False promises of gain lure you into risky decisions. Masked risk presents itself as a safe bet. Oh. So for some of you, what I'm seeing is that this person was, they're very attracted to beauty. But beauty has, beauty can come in many ways. It could be either deceptive or good. And not everything comes in shiny. Sometimes you have to see, you have to buff it and see the shine in it. Just like you have to, um, reveal the diamond, right, from the rock. Um, so they have fallen for this before. So it's almost given like maybe they met somebody that was spiritual before, but they weren't really. They were fake. And you are actually spiritual. Or they fear going towards you because, like I said, you're like fantasy made reality. And it's like, no, this can't be. This is a figment of my imagination. Maybe I'm reading too many books or watching too many romantic movies or fantasy movies. Um, this can't be what I think it is. Maybe you're coming into this person's dreams, because I also see this person. It almost looked like she was laying in a bed to me. Um, and this person's like, no, this got to be a trap. So they're starting to get worried. There may be some naysayers around this person, but you're actually like, there's mystical, there's diplomacy here. When you see these movies, and there's people riding in horses, back in times, and then they end up, coming into a specific village, and you're like, the wanderer or something like that, and you have an attraction to that person, and then you end up hooking up, and sometimes it's a villain, sometimes it's actually somebody that you can be with, and they fear like what you are, like what is this, who are you, and what did you come for? But they're so intrigued, so intrigued. Oh my god. Ally, the fool. Yeah, this takes this is all about taking risk, taking a leap of faith, because you're actually an ally. This is a partnership. This is somebody that, no contracts. We're not going to have anything contractual till I know what I'm getting myself into. I see the potential, but they're going to be cautious. And that's okay. That's good. All right? They can't just. There's a very different type of connection than this person has ever encountered, and maybe even yourself. So they're going to go about this very differently, very cautiously. Because there's a lot at risk here when it comes to their heart and whatever they've built with themselves for themselves. And they have to keep that in mind. So they most definitely will be playing chess here. Now, epic companion, the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, this person just needs to work on the alchemy and understand that you don't need saving. So this may be somebody that's a little bit of a Captain Save-A-Ho. And while they're working, they think about you. They think about this. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know what dimension she popped out of, and I don't know what she's connected to. But damn, I'm intrigued. I want to know more. I'm just going to sit right here and do what I do. What kind of adventure is she having now? Like, this person is, I'm telling you, you're like fantasy made reality. They're always in fantasy. They drift off. And it's like they manifested somebody like that. And you manifested somebody more grounded, more stable. Because I feel like that's what you wanted. But not just that. The personalities here, I feel, because I feel like spiritually you're more alike than you both realize, or that this person realizes. All right, let's see what else. Yeah, Four of Pentacles. There's people here with attachments. Five of Wands, Four of Pentacles. They don't want to let go of this person. You see this person holding a piggy bank? So these are people that worship money. This person does not worship money. They know there's more to life than this. So they try to problem solve for everybody else. These people are holding on to the little piggy bank. So they become the piggy bank for everybody else. These are the people they need to let go of. It's like, please don't go. You're my little piggy bank. What will I do with myself? It's like the fucking plague out here. So they're being plagued by leeches. Queen of Wands, Four of Wands. Yeah, stability. And there goes the village, right? I'm just passing through. Maybe they think you're just passing through. Are you here to stay? You know what I mean? It's like, oh no, I don't know, man. This is a trap. Is this a trap? It's not. This is stable. This could lead to marriage. This could lead somewhere. They may see you as someone that's just passing through. Like, free-spirited is what I'm getting. So they may fear investing because they fear maybe that you're just here for a season and a reason, and you're just going to maybe take off when you find your next adventure. But that's not what this is. You may have been like that through life because you never met somebody you really truly wanted to explore life with. And this may be your person that you want to do that with. And that's what I'm getting. So the Fool, Three of Swords. Yeah, this person is thinking, last time I took a risk like this, I got my heart broken. Okay, that's why no contracts. So this person might have been burned through a business contract that they had with someone that they were with. Because this is somebody that likes to, you know, maybe build something with the person they're with, financially or something like that. Or they love to help people, so that's what I'm getting here. So it's like, last time I did a contract with someone, I ended up heartbroken or betrayed or something like that. So it's like they're going to propose something to you, but without a contract, till they get to know you. Eight of Pentacles? Yeah. Steady here, thinking about the Empress. Uh-huh. Yep. Your fantasy made reality. Very much magnetically drawn to you. Thinking about you while they're working. It's like, I wonder what they're doing. They're learning. Because we have life. Man. Because we have a lifesaver here, right? And a boat. They're like, okay, this person doesn't need saving. So how can I come into this person's world? They need to learn how to alchemize the shadow in order to get into your world. And that's what, it's not something they can do on a physical level. They can't, like I said, they can't order a doctor. They can't, you know, fix it with giving you something tangible. They have to alchemize their shadow to get to this ascended realm that you're in, where you're connecting to dragons over here. Okay? You're over here riding your dragon. You know, having fun in a different dimension. So, okay, so what I'm getting here, distance. So this not somebody that can see you in the physical, because they are not in alignment with you yet. So it's like you are in a different realm, because you're in an ascended energy. If you notice, for a lot of you, once this ascension hit and you're in your Empress energy, there's a lot of people in your past that you never saw again. They're not in your vibration, so they're no longer aligned with you. So this person has to align with you, and in order to them to do that, they have to learn how to alchemize their shadow. Okay, transformation of base motives and goals into golden wisdom. But it's not something they can do physically. That's what they need to understand. It's a spiritual alignment, not a physical, not just a physical one. Okay, a lot of gems in this reading. Okay. Yeah, reciprocity, equal giving and receiving. With you, that's how it is. Now, with the people around them, it's a fucking plague out here. Very different. Giving and receiving towards one another, people just taking from this person like the fucking plague. Very different energies. Okay. What's behind that? Yeah, Queen of Cups. Six of Swords. Yeah, you're elsewhere. Okay, you've been through the storm. That's where they're at. That's what they need to get through. Yeah. Four of Swords, resting, healing. Six of Wands, victory. Okay? Admiration. And there's the King of Pentacles thinking about you. I knew I was feeling earth energy. Page of Cups, crushing on you. Okay? It's like you've touched their inner child again. Nobody has made them feel this way in a while. And there they sit at the crossroads. There's the challenge right there, the blueprint. They just got to figure it out. There you go, the world. Crossing the threshold. That's it. And there's that Ace of Pentacles, the prize, the blessing. Yes. Okay. And the Wheel of Fortune. Look at that. And finally getting out of the hamster wheel, 10 of Wands. That was heavy. Look at that. Ace of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. Getting on top of the wheel. Okay. Let's get more of this person's character here. Tell me more about this person's character. The man-child? Emotionally stunned man, acts younger than age, Peter Pan syndrome, playing mind games in love, lacks accountability, non-committal? What? Huh. What is that, Spirit? It's not giving me man-child. This person works hard. The Joker, plays silly games, can be emotionally immature, lands into trouble, unreliable source, wears costume for work, clown, kids parties. Who is this? Unreliable source, wears costumes for clown, kids parties. Maybe at times this person seems immature. Or like they're a man-child. Maybe that's how they come across sometimes, but that's not what I'm getting. Okay, let's see. The independent one. Yeah. Strong-minded, man or woman, values own company, refuses to settle, hard to win over, and can be stubborn. Refuses to settle. That would be contract in reverse. Okay. I feel like this person went through some phases. That's what I'm getting. Okay. And now they've become independent and refuse to settle. So they're taking their life more seriously now. Okay. Because I'm like, I did not get that. So when they were younger, maybe they did have Peter Pan syndrome. Okay, yeah, because it says here, I want to commit to success. I want to achieve greatness and never look back. I need to release all distractions and fully commit to my ambitions. Okay. So when they were, and I was getting, it's giving somebody that is growing, and I said somebody could be in their 40s or 50s. So maybe when they were in their 20s, 27 is here, they were more like the man-child Peter Pan syndrome, till they had to grow up. Okay. And they were emotionally immature before. All right. And now they become the independent one. That makes more sense, because I'm like, wait a minute, that's not the person I'm picking up now. So that's back in the day. But they still have a sense of humor. The funny one makes everything into a joke, can lack sensitivities, charms others with humor, comedian, witty and bright, large circle of friends. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm getting there is this person, they don't lack sensitivity. They just have humor. And they're witty. So this person does have a lot of friends. I see that here, but there's a lot of people that hang on to this person. There may be old friendships here that need to go. That's the Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands. They've become like the plague. This person has outgrown those friendships. They've become independent and withdrawn from this group. But they're still almost like standing in their way. Remember, they do have challenges with dark entities that embodying some of these people, and energy vampires. So this person was in a more carefree energy before they got like with the program in their life. They're very successful now. They still don't, this is not somebody that worships money over life. You know what I mean? So they like to live. They like to be free. Okay. So this person, you know, they might have went through a moment of toxicity in their 20s. I mean, who doesn't? You know, I mean, some people haven't, but a lot of people do. So in their 20s, that's what I'm getting. Okay. So we're getting all aspects of this person. I was like, yeah, because that's not the energy I was picking up now. But yes, in the past, I can see they were immature, unaware, no self-awareness, you know, just living life, basically. And they have become very successful now. Okay. Okay. And how do they see this feminine, the Empress? I'm telling you, this is what they're scared of, that you're just passing through. Because you're so beautiful. Queen of Wands with the Empress. Or handsome. In touch with your feminine side. The cheater. Always pursuing women, man, prone to acts of infidelity. Already in a relationship, has big ego, needs to feel wanted. Walking red flag. Wow. They're comparing you to somebody here. The pregnant one. I don't know if you're pregnant. I mean, we do have the Empress. Is this somebody else? Okay, Spirit's trying to give me other messages here. Let's see what this is about. I remember when I said they fell into a trap before. So they need to learn not to compare you to any exes. The lazy one, the pregnant one, the mean girl. This is who they were with. That's what happened. You're the hippie over here. Or, you know, maybe not hippie per se, but like lives at to the beat of their own drum. Unconventional beliefs into peace, love, and light. Laid back style may be hard to pin down. Love for retro eras. This is what happened. They were with a mean girl. So they met that energy vampire. And that person was mean. They were lazy. And maybe they got pregnant. But they cheated. So that may not even be their child. So this is somebody that may have been very hurt. We do have the Three of Swords. And I said last time they took a leap of faith like this, they got their heart broken. There it is. But they can't compare you to that. Okay, so this is not you. This is what they fear you would be. Because they just went through that. What is the other side that they're thinking about when it comes to this Empress? If they were to be more realistic with themselves and not compare you to whoever broke their heart. And sometimes when maybe this is something that recently happened, because sometimes when it's fresh on somebody's mind, they'll compare everybody to, oh, I don't want another relationship because this, that, and third. I'm just going to get my heart broken. But this is not that kind of connection. This is deeper than that. So let's see. The counselor. Okay. Psychologist, psychiatrist, mental health counselor, high level of empathy, good at holding space, may take on clients' issues, neutral empath. This is how they really see you. This is what they fear you would turn out to be because they just had that happen. Okay, that makes sense. What else? The follower. Falls for scams and traps. All love and light. Will do anything for love. Afraid of truth. Lives in fantasy. You know what's funny? It's because you're mystical and you're spiritual. So this person can see that maybe you've been hurt before because you believe in love. You may talk about love or post things about love. You live in fantasy. Yes, you do. You're a dragon rider. You live in a mystical realm because you're not like everybody else. They don't realize that your fantasy made reality. Hard to grasp. When you go through an ascension, you will understand this. Whoever is not understanding what I'm saying right now. Whoever, and I'm not talking about the feminine that's already ascended. You already know what I'm saying. It's the people that this is not for, or you're not there yet. It's probably not going to resonate. So you could follow this person online is what I'm seeing, because there is distance here. So this could be somebody that you admire, or you felt drawn to, or this is not somebody that's made any moves on you yet. They're still like watching and analyzing, and it's a bit of a critic. Although they see your this is somebody working from a broken heart too. So their perspective is a little skewed at the moment too. Let's see what else. Anything positive? I mean, aside from the counselor. The traveler. Always on the go, inspired to see new countries. Flight attendant, pilot, free-spirited. Yeah, nature. Well-cultured. They see you as a free spirit. That the picky one. Yeah. Would rather be alone, doesn't let others in easily, highly selective in love, rejects suitors often, too busy to be bothered, dreamy and unattached. And you know what? There's nothing wrong with that, because that means that you will not allow bullshit in your life. If you're rejecting suitors, it's because they're not your type. What did I say? This person has to learn how to alchemize their shadow in order to be with you, because you are highly ascended. People that don't understand the ascension process in which you sit in will never understand why they get rejected. Therefore, they just sit back and talk shit. Clueless as to who you really are in the spirit. You understand it. That's why you're picky. They want to look at you that way. Well, it's because they're still not understanding what this entails and what this connection is all about. Okay? I'm not saying that they see you in a bad way. It's the fear that has clearly they see that you're smart here with counselor. You give good advice. Okay? There may be things that you post that show that you're in the right energy, that you're wise, you take care of yourself, you make good decisions. Okay? I'm not getting the follower as in you're a follower. I feel like you follow this person online. Okay? They might see that you were somebody that went through a lot because of maybe your expectations in love, or the kind of person you would like. Maybe you just they see you as somebody that's very into love. Okay, but they also see you as somebody that is on the go, or you're just free spirited if you're not somebody that travels a lot. You're always up for something. Okay? You are unattached. You don't believe in attachments. What do they have here? Like the plague, attachments. Okay? So, you know, this, like I said, this is somebody growing. They're growing. They're starting to see things. All right. Let's see what else. When it comes to this person's, actually, before I go there, what else is this person seeing when it comes to the feminine? And again, this could be you or them. And let me get this one first. All right. What is this connection about, Spirit? And what are they thinking when it comes to the collective or the feminine? We have holiday. Enjoy a change of scenery to spice up your love life. Okay, they may be thinking about, spending some time with you. Or maybe just getting away themselves. Okay, to have a moment to think. To maybe digest what's happening in their life. Because apparently you're turning this person's world upside down. And they're having a little bit of a hard time. Maybe grasping what's happening here. Yet it's all intriguing at the same time. Everybody has light and shadow attributes. We're not perfect. Yeah, life partner. Your romance is stable and ready to go the distance. So you are a life partner here. Yeah, they need to have that honest communication. Expect a heart-to-heart conversation. This is where they're going to gain more clarity. Because right now, there has been no action. This is like distant stuff. And, it's easy to make up assumptions when you're at a distance. When you're face to face, that's a whole nother story. Okay? And I heard you're going to send shockwaves down this person's spine. Why did I say spines? Weird. Oh, wait a minute. Spines? The dragon? Somebody here could be a dragon sign? Chinese sign? I said spines. With an S. I feel like this person, they're going to understand who the hell they are in the spirit realm. Shit, they may be your dragon. Wouldn't that be some shit? Your dragon reincarnated, right? In human form. Your dragon, you're the dragon rider. Man. The mystical creature. And then they're looking at you like your fantasy made reality. Like, who the hell are you? This person has no idea who they are in the spirit. They're about to go through that quest, that challenge, to understand who the fuck they are. This is too funny. Yeah, self-love. Love yourself first. Exactly. There you go. Yeah. Signs and clues. The universe is talking to you. The universe is sending both of you signs and synchronicities about this. For whoever's resonating, of course, don't make it fit. If it doesn't fit, real feelings. You share true romantic feelings worth exploring. And love language is quality time. Be the witness to each other's lives. Exactly. Can't do this from afar. He'll never understand what this is. Or whoever the masculine is here. And it's funny, it's giving like, Lois never really knew that Clark Kent was Superman till he like, especially the original one, till he revealed it. But it's almost like she had an incline. But I feel like in this case, it's kind of like you're the mystical creature, and they have no idea who they are. It's like two in one. It's almost like two become one. Like they're Clark Kent and you're Superman, and yet two become one. You're one and the same. Okay, interesting. Yeah, this person may be like, okay, maybe we just friend zone this one, right? And it's because they need to let go of the past. This is what they're hanging on to. Somebody that was a mean girl, lazy, and somebody that got pregnant because they cheated on them. You are not this. So this person doesn't trust anybody right now. That's the problem. They need to let go of the past. Yeah, look at this. They had rekindled with somebody in the past before, right? And they thought they were bonding, and then boom, third party. Okay. Yeah, he's manifesting the one. Marriage. Magnetism. Gravitational pull towards each other. Natural evolution. Exactly. Let the situation unfold naturally. Yeah, because if you press this person for any little thing, they'll just poof disappear because they're scared. They're still in analytical mode here. But they will have victory. They will go the distance. It's good that you're just doing you. Let them analyze you from a distance. They have to go through their own like mental, it's a thinker. They have to figure this out mentally first. That's how they work. And as they do that, they're going to go deeper and deeper into whatever spirit is guiding this person to understand, till they have that awakening and understand what it is that you represent here in this person's life. So you're going to have a lot of 5D experiences, dream state experiences, and spirit's going to be, I feel like you would know more what this connection is about than they do. But they are figuring it out. It's just there's a lot of fear because of heartbreak here on their end, the masculine's end. All right, so let's see what else here. So real feelings worth exploring, but somebody has to love themselves first. And spending some sort of holiday or quality time together here to understand that this is actually a life partner. Calling back. Okay, so this is why whoever is cheated on this person is still around calling this person back. And then we have wrath to people that aren't talking right now. And here you are standing at the door. Okay, so there's something going on. We have awareness. Yeah, with freedom. And leaving. So this person is aware that it's time for them to have freedom from this. So this could even be somebody hanging on to this person. And this could be why they were immature. Maybe they were with this person for a long time. And now they're growing. But somebody keeps hanging on to this person. But they know that this is time for their freedom. Alright, can you give me... Well, I didn't finish there, did I? What else? Power. Number 36. with transgression. Yeah, conquest. I feel like this person had power over them because it was alluring, it was passionate or something like that. Yeah, conquest and then moving on. It was more about power, like whatever connection they were in, and now they're moving on. And then we have, yeah, this is still somebody like fighting their inner demons when it comes to this X. Because then we have moving on, we have forgiveness and temptation. And then we have nostalgia. So they're thinking about the good times here. You know, the bad outweighs the good. It's time for this person to just forget about the past and let it go. Confirmation. What is this person's spiritual gifts that they're unaware of? Psychic dreams. Yep, those are signs and synchronicities. They're having psychic dreams about you, I feel. It says becoming more aware of your dreams can allow you to make better choices, to avoid tragedy, and embrace the positive changes that may be about to happen. Your words have the power to heal, making you a source of light for the wounded that come to you. Look at that. For your guidance and wisdom, to give them strength and direction. So this person is coming to you psychically in the dreams. Okay? The wounded that come to you for guidance and wisdom, to give them strength and direction. So you have a psychic connection with this person. And they do dream about you. You help this person in the dream state understand what it is that's happening here, and like the doors they need to enter. Like I said, you're like the lure into this ascension and this anointing, step by step. Ooh, baby. So this is a starseed. Yeah. You're a traveling soul from another planet who incarnated on Earth to inspire and heal human beings, to participate in the planet's evolution. Both of you are. There's a higher purpose here. Diviner, you have a natural talent for divination, revealing what is hidden, or hear answers that may come in many different forms to help point you in the right direction. That's because you're tapped in. Okay, whether you divinate or not, you have the answers within. And they come to you in different forms to help you in the right path. So you're very connected to your intuition and to the spirit realm. You understand the assignment here. Like I said, you already went through certain things, and now you've become like the muse, the ruler, the not the ruler, the muse, the lure, not the ruler, the lure for this person to help them go through their shadow. Yeah. Fire. With a strong connection to fire, you can cause great healing or great destruction. Fire magic suits you best. You're the spark of it all. And we do have the Queen of Wands here. So, yeah, wow, you can use it for healing or great destruction, okay? But you're in the right energy, so this is not something you will misuse. Okay, so some of you could do, yeah, Heartbreaker. This is why they see you as a heartbreaker. You easily inspire romantic feelings in others because of your kind and sweet approach, making you a heartbreaker. You don't do this on purpose. And you exude like fire energy, even if you're not a fire sign. There's something very magnetic. You know, fire is magnetic. It glows. It's mysterious. It's intriguing. It's, you know, when a fire is lit, you tend to watch. but you know that it may burn. Heartbreaker with fire? Yeah, that's what they fear. So what about them? Tell me more about them. The masculine? Wild child. And we see that here. They were a wild child. The wild, rebellious side of you keeps people on a roller coaster. You're not afraid to break the rules and rebel against authority to achieve your goals. Yeah. Yeah, they are a rebel. Yeah, clear cognizance. You're able to know things without having any previous knowledge bestowed by your higher self, spirit guides, or simply downloads it into your mind. So they are claircognizant. Okay, that's why they have these ideas. They're a thinker, and it just seems to come to them, because they, even though they're not tapped in like aware tapped in, they're tapped in. So they get and then they get signs and synchronicities through their dreams. It's just a matter of being self-aware and ascending their energy by having self-love and self-worth, and taking that time, obviously, to gain that insight and ask the questions. The answers are within. Okay, what else here? So we can move this along. An hour and, ooh, almost 2 hours? Damn. Okay. It's one of them readings. Okay. So let's get a few things here. Alright, so what is this person going to do moving forward? What's the current energy? Provoked. So they were provoked by something. And what is this? Okay, they were provoked by the person they were with, is what I'm seeing. They're still thinking about this. With dancing, they might have seen her with somebody else or something. That's the current energy. Yeah, crossroads. So whoever they were with really spends time making this person jealous. They're still pissed off about it. Yep, night out. Because she went out and went dancing. They were provoked by that. Commitment. Proposal. Anger. They might have proposed to this person, and they're angry. Because they feel, oh, they could have gotten rejected. Oh, shit. And people admire this person, but they're a liar, a cheater, a deceiver. Wow. Yeah, the lovers. They're feeling defeated. Yeah, it's sad. They got their heart broke. So, damn. Their proposal got rejected. Ouch. Yep, you have an astral connection to this person. And this goes in line with that card we saw. With teacher, your words have the power to heal, making you a source of light for the wounded that come to you for guidance and wisdom, and giving them strength and direction. Becoming aware of your dreams can allow you to make better choices, to avoid tragedy, and embrace the positive changes that may be about to happen. You definitely are helping this person through the dream state. Okay, you may not be seeing it, but they are. So you may not remember it when you wake up. For some of you, yes, on occasions. Wealthy woman. So they're dealing with a wealthy woman, and she got caught up. She got caught up cheating, because we have it here. The cheater, the pregnant one, lazy and mean. Damn. What else? Date night. Yeah, she's a player. She got caught up going on a date with somebody. Damn. So while she's over here partying, he's over here dreaming about you. Protective. This person is protective. Communication here. What is this protective? Okay, divine counterpart. There you go. Yeah, research, work mode. So this person, they're gonna become protective over you. They're doing research on you. They're watching you online there. That's a computer. Okay. Okay, tell me more here. Yeah. They went through a breakup. Karmic connection. Breakup. So that's what they're thinking about. Whatever she got caught cheating. And they went through a breakup. We have gift. Shocking news. Okay. What is this about? Message. Single man. Okay, this may be shocking news. That this person was single. Or became single. Maybe you don't know yet. I don't know. And then we have business proposal. With research. Okay, maybe this person got a business proposal also. It doesn't necessarily mean that they want to make you one, but that might be a way that they go about it, because I did see that here. Okay. Single, ready to mingle. So you're going to get a message, I feel, from this person at some point telling you that, yeah, they're single. Unexpected blessings. And that's because they're going to go through that ascension. I feel like you're an unexpected blessing. And then we have that breakup. They're going to have some sort of breakthrough here. That's what I'm getting. Anything else you want to say here, since we're already here? Get it all out on the table. Anything else you want to say about this man? Or masculine? Yeah. Social media. I knew it. Taking action. Union this lifetime. And dreaming of you. So there you go. The struggle was real for this one. They get it now. You've touched their heart. All right, collective. Yeah, they've been doing their research. Okay. Wow. Damn. So there you go. You will have union this lifetime. It's meant to be. And this is somebody you follow on social media. That's what I'm getting. Or they follow you. You found them on social media somehow. Or maybe you just see them on social media, but you don't follow. And they had, somebody got to follow somebody here. They took notice somehow, some way. Alright guys, that's what I have for you. Let me know in the comments if anybody resonates. I wish you the best. Thank you for watching. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.